Green, green, green. Car inside.
Okay, so today we're gonna play NASCAR 25. Obviously a new NASCAR racing game. The last NASCAR racing game I've played is NASCAR Ignition 21, or NASCAR 21 Ignition, sorry for that. And so I was actually hoping that NASCAR 25 is a way better game. It is already better, but it's still not really satisfying to me. So right now we play NASCAR 25 on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Clear low. Car outside.
Graphics look fine, but to be honest, not like 2025, especially compared to NASCAR 21 Ignition. Graphics are not looking that much better. And now, for instance, if you look on the right side, let me just go up to the fence a little bit. You see this, the shadow of the fence, how it kind of builds up in the distance. So also what I noticed, we have some, I would call it micro frame rate drops or micro frame drops. So I'm not sure if that game is really running on a steady 60 frames per second on the PS5 Pro. I'm actually doubting that, because we have like, you might call it micro stuttering, something like that. The gameplay itself is good. What I also like about NASCAR 25, the new game, that you actually have 4 series to choose from. That is way better than we had with NASCAR 21 Ignition, where we actually just could drive NASCAR cars. Here we could actually also, or we can also drive the truck series. But you see just the car we had in front of us, how the livery just popped up on the back of the car. I'm not sure if we can replicate that. Also I found some glitches, not really on this track, but I made a video about that, so you can see that when you race on the Chicago racetrack, you can actually kind of leave the racetrack and drive a little bit towards or inwards Chicago. I also made another video where I show you some glitches where if you leave the track at a emergency exit where these like pace and safety cars are located, that your car literally just drops into the grass and it's kind of sinks into the grass and that's it. So there is still a lot of work to do with this game. Now, to be fair, and it's something unfortunately we have to say nowadays, there is not a patch out for the game yet. And why I say unfortunately, remember at the good old PlayStation times, you bought your CD and that's it. There were no patches, no nothing. So they had to deliver a good game from the get-go. Nowadays, you download a new game and then you expect them to patch it all the time. And once they release 3 or 4 or 5 patches, then you might have a good game. I am not saying that NASCAR 25 is a bad game, not at all. I like it more than NASCAR 21 Ignition and maybe even more than NASCAR Heat 5. The only thing is it's 2025, and as I said, just look at the shadows at the fence here, and then sometimes just like the texture pop-ups or pop-ins, however you want to call that. It's just a little bit disappointing. Now this game, as far as I know, is based on the Unreal Engine 5, so one could have expected a better tweaked, fine-tweaked game. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are actually playing this right now on the PlayStation 5 Pro. And there is not even a setting in the graphics menu right now where you could toggle between, let's say, performance graphics mode or how they often call it, visuals. No, nothing. So you cannot even tweak your graphics to your liking. I hope they maybe bring a function like this later when they patch the game. But for the time being, yeah, to be honest, just the looks of the game. If you compare it to my most favorite racing game, Gran Turismo 7,
Clear bottom.
it's actually a little bit disappointing. Again, it's not a bad game, but it's just, it does not look next gen to me, not optimized for the new generation of consoles. As far as I know, you can actually get that game, which is good, for the PS4 as well. So I'm not sure when they developed the game if the focus was on optimizing the game for the PlayStation 4 rather than for the PlayStation 5. But it just needs a little TLC, so I hope they bring out a patch. But right now, I'm not 100% satisfied. However, thanks for watching.